Last name?
Bankston.
How do you spell that?
Bengston.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
Chocolate goodness in a paper package. Red, blue, orange, green, brown, yellow. A tiny pleasure that millions around the world enjoy. A sugary surplus that is perfect for all ages. M&Ms have been around since the 1930s, but not many people know about this delectable candy. Today we will open the package and spill out the history of M&Ms. Then we will unwrap how M&Ms are made, and finally sort our way through the many variations and fun facts of M&Ms. First, let's spill out the history of M&Ms. According to the website history.com, after a disagreement with his father, the creator of the Milky Way bar, Forrest Mars Sr. moved to England, where he sold his father's Mars bars to soldiers. He first got the idea for M&Ms when he saw a candy in the 1930s in the Spanish-American War, chocolate pellets called Smarties. Forrest wanted to design a candy that could resist the heat of the day but melt in your mouth. He received a patent for his own product on March 3, 1941. The candy was originally sold in cardboard tubes and came in the colors brown, red, orange, yellow, green, and violet. Bruce Murray, the son of Hershey's chocolate president William F. R. Murray, bought a share of the company, and so it was called Mars and Murray, long for M&Ms. During World War II, the candies were exclusively sold to soldiers, but shortly afterwards, candies were opened up to the public. The brown package we see today was introduced in 1948. A black M was put on the M&Ms for a unique trademark. It was later changed to white. In 1954, the peanut M&M was introduced. They first appeared in tan, but then the colors yellow, red, and green were added. By 1956, M&Ms were United States' #1 candy. In the 1980s, M&Ms were introduced internationally to countries Australia, Canada, Europe, Hong Kong, China, Malaysia, and the United Kingdom. In 1976, the red candy was eliminated because of the fear that they could cause cancer. Even though the dye did not contain the cancer-causing chemical, they were taken to satisfy worried customers. They were then later brought back in 1987 after the panic had passed. Upon request of the crew of NASA's first space shuttle, M&Ms became the first candy to be rocketed into space in 1981. They were advertised as the official snack of the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles. Now that we have spilled out the history, let's unwrap how M&Ms are made. According to MadeHow.com, the first step to making M&Ms is molding. First, you have to make the chocolate and then put that into molds to get the round shape. After they are dry, they are put in a tumbler to smooth the edges and surfaces. After the candies harden, they go to the second step, the coating area. There they are sprayed with liquid candy and corn syrup. They receive several coatings at timed intervals. Color is added to the last coat, each batch a different color. The next step is printing. The single color M&Ms are mixed and transported to the machine that stamps an M on them. Now they are ready to be packaged. They are weighed and then put into the bags. A machine then heat seals the package and they are ready to be shipped to stores around the world. So far we've opened the package of history and unwrapped the steps of making M&Ms. Now we will sort through the many variations and fun facts of M&Ms. There are many different kinds of M&Ms. The first one, the original. Then the peanut M&M was introduced in 1954 along with the catchphrase, melts in your mouth, not in your hands. In 1986, M&Ms launched a special holidays edition for Easter and Christmas. The peanut butter-filled ones were then released in 1991. Then in 1996, Mars introduced the M&M's Mix. The next one released was a crispy M&M in 1999. They were discontinued in the United States in 2005, but then in October of 2014, it was said that they would come back as of January 2015. The pretzel M&M was then released in 2010. In 2013, the M&M's chocolate bar was re-released. It had come out before in 2004 as the amazing bar. Over the years, M&M's varieties have also included the following fillings: dark chocolate, white chocolate, mint chocolate, almonds, orange chocolate, coconut, wild cherry, cinnamon, raspberry, birthday cake, pumpkin spice, candy corn, strawberry, peanut butter, peppermint, gingerbread, red velvet, carrot cake, dark chocolate, peanut, pineapple, and vanilla shake. In 1995, M&M's company introduced the spokes candies. This includes the cartoon M&M's red, orange, blue, Miss Green, yellow, and Miss Brown. Red is very cynical. He thinks he knows more than he really does, and can turn simple chores into complicated tasks. He represents the milk chocolate M&Ms. Orange is always looking over his shoulder. His dream is to be put on the endangered species list, and his quote is, "I'm a dead man." His candy is crispy. Blue is very confident, is a ladies' man, and loves dress. His quote is, "Never let him see you melt." He represents the almond M&Ms. Miss Green was the first and only female spokesperson until Ms. Brown. She's famous for her sometimes intimidating "I melt for no one" quote, and is the mascot for dark chocolate M&Ms. Yellow is all smiles and is sometimes shy. His best friend is Miss Green, and his favorite sport is ultimate frisbee. He represents peanut M&Ms. Miss Brown is the newest addition to the M&Ms crew, and is the only one who wears glasses. She is very sophisticated and likes to keep her means professional. She is the chief chocolate officer. Others include the minis and pretzel guy. Today we have opened the package and spelled out the history of M&Ms. Then we unwrapped how M&Ms are made. And finally, we sorted our way through the many variations and fun facts of M&Ms. What started out as an experiment has turned into a worldwide icon that is enjoyed by many. M&Ms have molded the way for sweet, delectable candies. This chocolatey goodness has evolved into something much more than just chocolate. So next time you open that brown fairy bag, think about all the history behind one little candy.